makes logical sense. But we totally negate, overlook, and obviously because we are not aware that there is more to our 3D experience. There is a soul here who has chosen this journey based on their own soul plan, soul purpose, sitting with their spirit guides, trying to play it out, totally, making a blueprint of how this journey is going to be, who are the people who will be helping you in this journey. You choose your friends, you choose your foes, and it's a journey where different colors play out, and what we choose to see is only the light, only the black and the white, only the success, only the happiness, only what is right. But this is just a 3D perspective, where we are very focused in the 3D perspective. What really matters is that you lift your perspective up and try to see what your soul is here for, right? So this is what it is. So because of this, I just explained you the storyboarding of why I choose to do my birthday guidance, because this is something that I do for my clients. I don't only give them that this is what is going to happen for your birthday, the tarot card plays. I try to bring in a lot of soul and spirituality. I try to bring in something for your soul in my personal guidances that I do. So that is why the birthday guidance had the soul part of it, which was the oracle guidance. Where is it? Here is the guidance. Let's open this up. Give me a moment. All right, guys. So you can see this was the card. This is the reading. This is Fahman's happy birthday overall energies. Now this is the overall energy. This is the overall structure. This is the soul of this is the guidance for his soul. More like what will be important for him to learn in this coming year. If you can see this. So this is what I was talking about, right? Like in the other two videos you will see, because they are two detailed videos, the energy reads. This is the lesson. This is the overall structure of the guidance for his coming birthday. Okay, here is the theme. The things will come in flow. Here are the two blessings coming in for him. Here are the further add-ons for him that he needs to work on. Okay, because these two blessings is what universe wants to bring in his life, but it is totally his free will to act out on his action plan, so that his soul can learn. Here also these are the additional guidances, so that his soul can learn. And how will your soul learn? Through doing what you must be doing. If you are not doing, and if you continue to choose to move round and round and round, these two blessings that universe is getting for you, you can obstruct the path of these two blessings from reaching you. Universe wants to bring everything in flow for you, for your soul, because your soul has been going through certain journey, through the ups and the downs, and the people around you have been there, and the people around you have been doing all the things to help you achieve your things. And when people are helping you, it doesn't necessarily mean that everybody is helping you. It means that some people are creating problems for you. See, you will not learn anything unless and until there are obstacles. For example, in Fahman's life, there must be few people who are problems, who are foes in his life, who are making things difficult. Okay, in the 3D we will always see that this person is a foe, but at a soul level this person is only making things difficult for you, so that you take the right decision, so that he is only presenting a duality to you. Just remember, you will not learn things unless and until there are obstacles in your life. Okay, if you are running a race and if there is no obstacles here, it is a free way, it is very easy for you to swoosh off and reach the destination. There is fun only when there are obstacles in the way, and then you will be faced with the dilemma of choosing this or that, right? That is why we have duality in the 3D. Why do we have duality? So that they can confuse us, so that will you still take the decision when you are confused? See, it is very easy to be an honest person when everybody is watching you. But will you still be an honest person? Will you still be sincerity? Will you still show that integrity when nobody is watching you? That is the question, and that is when you have learned the lessons. So exactly, when there are no obstacles, it is very easy to do things. But will you still do things when there are obstacles in your life? Now, these people around Farman, they could be anybody, you know better. Suppose they are making, some people will always help you. They are your strength. They are helping you move in the positive direction. You have the free will to listen to these positive people. And importantly, make the decision, discernment, make the decision that these people are the positive people in your life. You also, you are involved in several decision makings. Your soul is involved in several decision making. Actually, you as a whole, mind, body and soul, you are involved in several things, and your soul is always guiding you in the right direction. But it is for your ego, which is given to you in this 3D body, to be able to grow. The more the ego is attached to a certain idea, to people, to things, it is not learning. Rather, it is choosing to stick to something. It is choosing to stick to an idea, choosing to stick to a person, because they are too attached to it. And this ego has to learn the lesson of detachment, because that is what the soul is. Ego has to learn the lesson of detachment. Why? Because ego should know one day this ego will not be there, because this body in which it thrives will not be there. So when this body cannot thrive more than 100 years to the max, how will the ego survive beyond that? So ego has to basically learn the lesson of detachment, so that it can finally, understand the reality of the soul. Do you get that? So yes, the ego is ego is playing out with different ego is playing out its game plan. A lot of people are around you, foes and the friends, helping you play out your game. Some people are your foes, enemies. They will make things difficult for you. They are at the higher level, at a soul level. They are still helping you, but in a way that I will not let you go. Show me your power. Show me your strength. They are basically testing your strength, so that, basically testing your strength, that how bad you want it. They are confusing you. And it happens, when teachers, when we are learning something, and just to check if we have learned it well, our teachers try to confuse us. Even our parents sometimes, they would have taught us ABCD and spelling of BAT, bat, and they are like, BAT, bat is bat, or CAT, or it is something like BUT is like, something like that. I hope you understand. So these people trying to stop you, creating problems for you, is basically testing your soul, that have you really learned the lessons or not. If you have not learned the lesson, what happens? If you just go and if you go and make an ego-based decision, what happens? You have not learned the lessons, right? But if ego-based decisions are also decisions based on only attachments, not from your learnings, not from the wisdom, not from the learnings of your past experiences. As I told you, soul is here for what purpose? For experience and learning through experience. Please remember, soul has taken this body where ego will finally germinate through experiences, and experiences will breed identity, and then more stronger the ego becomes. However, the ego needs to, now ego which has formed strong identity, strong information, has got very well grounded in this body, and the ego starts thinking that he is the boss of this body. But what he needs to finally do is to know that he is not eternal. Ego is not eternal. Soul is eternal. And basically, ego is the vehicle through which soul is here to learn its lessons. So he needs to be malleable, flexible, not rigid. And problem happens when our ego becomes rigid, too attached. This is the right way. Attached to relationship. No, this is what it is, so it must be right. So are you discerning here? The question is your soul learning the lesson of discerning, or are you taking decision based on your ego? Ego is what? Attachment. We have the biggest attachment to our relationships, even bigger attachment to our birth relationships. So sometimes our ego thinks, it's very natural for us to take decision based on our relationships and our people who are there for us, very close blood relations and all like that. So here the lesson for the soul becomes that, are you taking the decision based on your ego, ignoring couple of things, or are you taking decision based on the learnings of your soul? For example, in this case, let's take an example of Sumbul. Sumbul has certain experience with her father. Sumbul has certain experience with Fahman. Now Sumbul is in this position where she needs to take certain decision, where she can actually take certain decision, right? She knows the truth. Sumbul's ego in her body knows certain truth. Ace of Sword ka card for this week. She knows certain truth, right? And she has, how does she know the truth? She knows the truth from certain things have played out in Sumbul Fahman's life, certain things have played out in Sumbul father's life, Sumbul and Sumbul's father's life, certain things both the side. Now she has this Ace of Sword ka truth to discern whether somebody is being a little selfish, or somebody is being over dependent, somebody is being, I hope you understand, make the right discernment, kind of not being biased in here. But if we take a ego-based decision here, what happens? The soul doesn't learn its lesson. It is still like trapped in ego attachment. You don't learn the lesson. You go through the whole cycle once again. So that is how it is. So this whole thing, what I was basically explaining you, that why I have done, or why I do my personal guidance with the spiritual structure of it, that this is what your soul was. This is, see, the oracle guidance is the overall energy. This is for your soul. In this case I'm talking about, of course, we are talking in context with Fahman's two types of guidance, the soul guidance and the how this energy will play out in his coming year. Most probably, in the most probable way, it will play out in his life in the coming years, okay, through that tarot guidance, breaking that down to energetic level, 3D level. All right, so this is what is the overall lesson for Fahman's soul. Fahman's soul can come into alignment, in flow, okay. There are two blessings coming for Fahman's soul. Let's keep it here so that you can see it clearly. So what are the things? This is the overall energy for Fahman's soul, okay? For his mind, body and soul, you can say that things will come into alignment. This is the promise made by the universe for him in the coming year. Now, I have also been doing Fahman's reading for a couple of 3 to 4 months, I think. I have seen that he has been going through this 10 of Sword moment a lot. A lot of 10 of Sword moments he has been going through, right? And what I was basically telling, and the 10 of Sword is the last part of the cycle, and it gets darker before the dawn. So you can understand that even that way it makes sense that his life will come into flow, because he has been going through this 10 of Sword moments, 5 of Pentacle moments a lot in his life, and these are difficult energies. These are your dark night of the soul. These are your lessons. You are learning your lessons. A 3D person who sees things at a very superficial level will only say, "Bichare ka bahut bura din chal raha hai. Bichare ka bahut bura din chal raha hai." But me as a spiritual person, I see that he is having a character building days. These are the days that will bring things in alignment, because you are working out your muscles basically. When you are working out in gym, you are having a lot of pain. You get a lot of pain and you don't see results. It's not that you go to gym 10 days and 5 days and you have that ripped body, you have those abs. It takes a lot of work. Farman has been going through a lot of work. 10 of pentacles, 10 of swords, 5 of pentacles, being left alone, and